Hi parents. Now that selective entry is done for this year, you're probably thinking, all right, what's next? So with the VCE being a competitive exam, in this video I explain to you how you can start gaining an advantage for VCE starting in year 9 and 10. So as you all know, I have extensive experience teaching and leading departments at school and in the private education space as well. So I've seen year after year what higher achieving students are required to do to become successful. Now, all of them have one thing in common, and here's the secret, right? They all have a lighter workload in the final year of their exams, all right, up to 20% lighter, right? And how do they do that? They do that by completing a VCE subject early, right? So the big question is, how can we make that happen, right? So the answer really is your results in year 9 will determine if you can or not take a VCE subject in year 10 and then have it completed by year 11. And the other factor would, of course, be your actual study habits that you can put in place, whether you're able to take on this subject early or not, right? So, in addition to all this content knowledge, right, you also must have the right mindset, right, and the right study habits to put in place, right? But I promise you that if you get all these things in order, you will be able to relieve up to 20% of your workload in your final crucial year, right? And needless to say, that's going to give you a huge advantage. Right, if you're already in year 10, we can look at helping you get a head start with the skills and content you require before you step into your VCE years. Right, and again, this will lighten your workload. Not quite the same as um, not doing a VCE subject, but you still go in with a huge advantage, having already learned all this content knowledge. So now the next problem is getting your child to that point to be 1 year level ahead of school. Right? So as the mission criteria already says, you cannot rely on school to get you there, right? Because school is going to move at a certain pace. Yeah, they do help high achievers, but not to the potential that you expect, right? So there are many tutors out there, all right? Many have not been properly vetted, and some are even barely qualified to teach, right? So you'll find some programs out there with very poor teaching quality, lack of structure, no feedback, or individualized help. Right, so you've already done the tutor whole trial and error in the past. Let's not do that again for our journey to VCE. Right, let me talk to you about this that I've put together. Right, so in recent years, I've developed a breakthrough learning system. Right, it's based off the works of educational psychologists and my own experience coaching teachers, tutors, parents, and students. Right, it goes by the special acronym SPECIAL learning cycle. And the observed effect from this learning method is that students have a marked increase in motivation, engagement, focus, and knowledge retention, right? And all this leads to a dramatic increase in their academic performance. So I've implemented this learning system into my company, right? So brand new company called Pedagogia, which focuses on the journey after selective entry all the way up to the VCE exams. Right? So much like Harry Styles had a solo career while being part of 1D, this is a solo venture that I bring across some of the best students from Integral as well. Right? This program packs in the best learning systems. So I'll walk you through all the program inclusions. Right? So we have structured classes, which are our small size classes for both maths and English, 90 minutes each, that follows this special methodology. All right, I've dropped in sessions as well, because I understand that we can't just work from our curriculum. You might need help with where your school is at. And so I designed these informal sessions where we can help with schoolwork and any other questions. Video libraries. So this is like the Netflix for maths and English, and it's going to include every single concept that you ever need to know all the way up to you begin your VCE. Right, so there's high quality vetted worksheets as well as number 4. All these are produced in-house by myself and my team, and they're designed to engage students at all levels and gradually build up their skill levels. Number 5, there will be a community as well, right? So you'll know this from your experience at Integral. It's a place for you to ask and get your questions answered at any time. And lastly, number 6, we have a study skills module where I've implemented into my new program that helps students implement practical steps that they can take from day 1 to immediately start improving their study habits. All right, so you can read all about this in my little brochure that I've attached, and how it's helped students become successful in the past. Right, so This pedagogy is a much smaller program compared to what we have at Integral. I'm only taking a maximum of 30 students at a time so that I can provide that sort of individualized attention. All right, so if this is something you and your child would like to be part of, book in a chat with me using the link below, and we can discuss your goals and your needs. All right, speak to you soon.